Did everyone forget about this stream, or is it just me?
I have no idea, honestly. And the only reason I have streams for this month, like free streams, including this one, because
Mm,
I'm bored.
fair enough.
And I've been dealing
At
with a
least
lot
I didn't
lately.
forget about it.
Yeah, clearly. Like, it's very rare that you forget streams.
Mm-hmm. I know
Yep.
that's right.
Yeah. All right. As you guys know, this is a a Q&A stream, specifically a Q&A art. So keep the questions art related, please. If you can like try like I prefer not to change the subject there because lately with these trolling streams, a lot of people change the subject.
Mm.
No, no, not Gigi from Dandy's World. Gigi's just short for my actual name, okay?
Oh, good to know that someone else didn't forget.
Yeah. Yeah, do I really? Uh, like,
If
I
you do
guess
sound
it's that not. I mean, I don't know. I've been not feeling it
bored,
lately. I don't know. Very bored. And,
mm.
yeah.
Child, I don't blame you at all.
This is because I'm bored, Carson, and I'm not happy with my life, okay?
If anything, I'll be right here to help you with whatever you need.
Thank you.
Thank you. No problem.
Yeah, I don't, it's like, let's see, so anyone, please, if you have any art related questions, please ask me. As long as they're not, you know, taken out of context.
Yeah, we
Like
don't want any
because
out
I
of
do
context
because
questions.
as a disclaimer, I do not do NSFW stuff. Okay,
Neither do I.
like
Mm-mm.
okay, I don't do that stuff. Like,
Yeah, it
oh,
disgusts me.
yeah. Hmm.
Also, I did try out a different kind of Cedrian sauna.
Oh, you did.
And to be honest, Gigi, I think a more Cedrian look would suit you.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing
Because
you
of the
mean.
flower motif, you know?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. And as for your question, KS, yeah, I definitely know you mean Shattuck as in the fusion, and would I draw Shattuck? Possibly.
But who knows?
Like, look, I think I think if you guys is one, I could make a speed paint video of me drawing Shattuck if you like. Because so far my last two speed paint videos were ships.
But not fusions.
Yep. Or just people like chilling or whatever. It's like it could be hard for me to draw multiple characters in one thing. Like I mean, it's not so hard with two or three. It can get a little tricky sometimes because
Child, I don't blame you at all. And
it's mostly due with the digital arts.
it's one of the main reasons why I tend to lean more on drawing thumbnails and Wattpad covers.
Hmm.
Speaking of Wattpad,
And you will, oh Trinity, you will.
someday, Trinity.
Hmm.
Random question.
Yeah.
Because, does our, since I like I tend to write. Does that count as art?
I mean, I guess it could count if you can imagine the thing,
Yeah, fair enough.
imagine the story. Maybe.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
do tend
I
to
mean, there are a few people who
picture
can be
the
both writers
scenarios.
and illustrators. Like what was that guy's name? Dave. Dave. What was his last name? Yeah,
Dave.
what was the name of that guy who made Captain Underpants and Dogman?
Hmm.
I know
Hold on.
his first name was
I think
Dave.
I
Like,
have something. I don't really remember. I think it was Dave Blank.
let's see. Another random question. Considering on how Shattuck is like a fusion between Sonic and Shadow, doesn't that basically answer what their child would look like? Possibly. Although Shattuck was supposed to be based on like Goku and Vegeta's fusion with Vegito or something like that.
Gogeta? What?
Vegito.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yes, I don't even watch that much Dragon Ball, and yet I know that. Like, I've seen a few Dragon Ball stuff, but not like
Sometimes I forget. I'm
I'm not
sorry.
really in the Dragon Ball fandom. My dad's more of the Dragon Ball guy. Like,
Touche. Touche. So far, what I have is I'm thinking of like creating my own
oh,
an
that's
OC.
his
That's like,
name. That's his name. Okay.
okay. So far, I've been like designing a new Sonic OC that's similar to Sky Solar. Only
Mhm.
problem is it's it's a little challenging for me to figure out what they look like. You
Eh,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, I get it. Lately I've been thinking on like making in like in, a series based on Sky Solar's like whole lore and origin and whatnot.
Do you want there to be like a voice actor or something? If it's possible?
I might. Like for Guy, I would have her like have of a voice that speaks like has like a heroic touch, but also like let's see,
Hmm.
something relatable to other people.
Hmm.
Like 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 something similar to movie Sonic's personality, like young movie Sonic's,
Hmm.
like at least
I
like
see
which
what you mean.
like how yeah how like movie Sonic was playing like Batman, Blue Justice, and whatnot.
Yeah,
I would
fair
say
enough.
Sky would be similar to that.
I see. They're Pilkey. That got it, got it. Hmm. If it's
I think
possible, could I
I think you
possibly
meant to say eat everything, not everyone,
everything?
right? Or I think I don't know. It's, like I didn't. As for how I'm feeling, I didn't really get enough sleep last night.
Child, I do not blame you.
Normally, I would take the stuff like my grandma's not here, so I mean, my dad's upstairs, but besides that, I got all this place to myself. Yes, yes, I do. I just got a friend request on Discord, and I have no idea who this is, but apparently they know my name. Well, my nickname, not my actual name. I have no idea who
I
this
think
is.
if I'm not mistaken, and they go by the user of Union Pacific AC 45
Wait,
CCTE.
how did you know?
Um, apparently I got the notification. Um, and I'm just like reading off what their username is.
What do I do?
I do not know.
I I feel
Part of me is like questionably worried, but at
I'm
the same
also
time,
worried.
I'm like genuinely surprised. Like, how the bloody hay bell did they find them? How the hell did they find your server? Holy,
I honestly have no idea. Usually I send invites for my subscribers.
exactly. Oh boy.
Like, and you know, also I can make it whether my thing for my server like link. You know, sometimes it seems the thing can expire and change to something else.
Yeah,
Like, like, I mean, but
yeah.
I can also make it that it can never expire. Like for certain things.
Yikes. Hmm. I I think the second option is what like got them here in your server.
So are they a subscriber or like?
I don't fucking know, but I don't know for sure. Let me ask them. I guess
Hunger
they don't
Games.
know. Um,
Wait, who said anything about the Hunger Games?
I don't fucking know.
Jeez. Also reason I'm feeling down is because he don't want to remember something.
Oh, I get that feeling.
It's kind of bothering me, but I know it's kind of silly and immature on my part, but still, I have my reasons. As a Sonato shipper, ugh, like, ugh. Like I've been trying to forget it lately, but for some reason, I keep like, and when I'm almost about to forget it, I see the same artists who did the thing with the thing. There's nothing against the artists; they do great work, or it's good and all, but still, is this AU they have? Like, I mean, it's not technically bad, but still kind of bothers
Hmm.
me a little. Like,
Oh
I've
boy.
explained this to people before. Like,
I don't blame you at all.
it's a AU called Idol Amy AU, which isn't so bad. So, like in it,
Hmm.
Amy's an idol, and like Shadow
Hmm.
has this thing for her. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad on
It's
itself.
not
Well,
that bad,
but
honestly.
listen, he's roommates with Sonic, and guess who Sonic's interested in?
Amy.
No, Shadow.
Oh. Oh.
It
Oh.
and and
I'm a
and,
stupid.
and
I'm a stupid.
this comic they made, they have like Sonic crying after finding out Shadow and Amy are a thing, and it gets upset, and like not because Shadow's with Amy, but because Amy's with Shadow, whom he likes. And like when Sonic actually does manage to confess to Shadow, they both said it was too late, and then Sonic just was like crying. Do you know there's even a comic dub of that?
Yeah, it's honestly really weird.
Oh boy,
Very
again,
weird.
again with Shadow and Age,
Like
like
low key
two
weird.
people. Like, okay, I guess. I mean, I have a few people who do ship Shad Amy. I have nothing against Shad Amy, like unless
Neither do I, but
like I mean,
it's just
back when
very.
I
I've
was
never heard of it
younger,
before.
like back when I was younger, I did. Yeah, I mean, Shadow was my second favorite ship with Shadow, but things change and whatnot. Like I have a few friends who ship Shad Amy. Like, look, nothing against Shad Amy. It's just the fact that that comic with like son like it was basically Angus Sonado.
Wait,
Like like it's bad enough that I see those with Sonic dead and Shadow's just ugh.
I feel bad. I've never heard of that comic before. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Like the artist is technically he's technically more like a multi shipper, but mostly does a Shad Amy kind of like with that other artist Toon Sites.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I
There's,
mean,
I mean,
I
there's
don't
not
really ship
really.
Silver with Shadow or Sonic.
I mean,
It gets more
there is
like
nothing wrong with it, in my honest opinion. It's
not
just
not really wrong with
very
it. Like it's
odd.
just yeah, it is kind of odd. Yeah. I think yeah, maybe it's probably most likely Son Amy would happen in movie 4. Well, if done right, I wouldn't mind as much because with I mean there is a certain types of Son Amy that I like, like the boom versions. The boom version's my personal favorite. Like,
Yes, Pokemon. Today is Flag Day.
oh, I didn't realize. It's not Pride Flag Day, guys. More like
General Flag Day, if
yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Wait, hold on. I've seen Crazy Greg Films do a collab with the. Oh wait, so you've seen it too,
Oh,
all right?
oh, good God. 75 Sun Amy?
Yes, I like that as well. I mean, I mean,
I
didn't
mean,
you
I
technically based it
technically
on
shipped Sun Amy, but with Metal X Amy, I don't really know.
Metal? What
I'm
now?
more on the gray Metal Sonic X Amy. It's
Um.
just odd. I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean,
Very weird.
I mean, it's
This
kind
is
of
why I'm
weird
more on the
considering
gray
Metal
area with
Sonic's
that
a
ship.
robot and Amy's like
Chad, what
flesh
the
and bones. I mean, do people really like? I mean, they're both fixed. I mean, is there? I mean, I can understand why people would ship that, and not because Sonic's copy, but because of that one scene, right? In that thing, what was that? This spin-off thing, animation.
Hmm.
Sylvamy. I mean, I technically used to like Sylvamy too, but I kind of grew out of it. Still respected though. It is kind of cute. I still prefer like either Sylv Blaze or Blaze Amy, stuff like that.
I'm more in the gray area here.
Yeah. Look, okay, maybe I don't have to forget about that whole idol Amy you, I,
Hmm.
but I could at least not let it bother me. I don't know how though.
Metal don't got emotions. Hmm.
You know, believe it or not, there are some cartoon robots who actually do have feelings. You know, like Jenny Wakeman from My Life as a Teenage Robot. See how
But
he,
but
see how
where does Scratch and
like
Grounder fit in all that?
I mean, do they have emotions?
If I'm not mistaken, both Scratch and Grounder do show emotions like fear, anger, joy.
Most people would think robots don't feel emotions because they're technically machines, right?
Ciao. Look at Jenny and look at Jenny. Look at Scratch and Grounder here.
Hmm. Maybe they have emotions because they were programmed with emotions. I don't know. I don't really know how it works. I'm not a mechanic. I'll be fine. Like, look, is avoiding the whole comic and art or
Hmm.
just gonna make me feel unbothered? Because I'm not sure. I've been trying to
Oh.
do that.
Oh.
Like,
Hmm.
like,
I mean,
like,
I do write. Hey, like I'm current. I'm in my
for some reason that art style reminds me of Card Captor Sakura for some reason,
what?
or Fruits Basket sometimes.
Huh?
I don't know. No, it just gives me that feeling sometimes. I mean, jeez.
Chaos says. I mean, Scratch and Grounder are very funny and save cries at the end of Frontier, so I guess Metal doesn't, which is pretty weird.
I mean, it's technically weird considering that Metal has like Sonic, is programmed with Sonic's life data and whatnot. So shouldn't he have like Sonic's personality traits or something like that?
Yeah.
Let's see. I ship them, but I also ship on Alley. Oh, I like Son Alley.
Finale.
It's nice.
Not
So
bad,
I made
not
it
bad.
canon that Sonic and Sally dated. It didn't work out. Then Sonic developed feelings for Amy. Pretty much, that's the
Phineas
Phineas
and
and
Ferb
Ferb
episodes
episode
act your
at your
age.
age. Oh yeah, I remember that
Okay.
episode.
That's a very valid explanation, Blitz. I'm sorry.
Yes,
That is really a valid explanation. Oh,
yes.
would you look at that? Another individual. I think I think they go by that freaking executor.
Executor,
I think
is that their screen name?
that freaking executor, if I'm not mistaken. Also, Gigi, I've been plan. I chose to remake your companion or your Sona's companion, Fleur. You remember her? Gigi, I'm not sure. Do you remember Fleur the fairy, the companion I made for you? Uh, Gigi, you all right? Um,
Sorry, got a
that's
little
okay.
glitched out there. I I had a problems with the Wi-Fi.
That's okay.
I also drew something like that at before. Mm. Chaos, you forgot the end for Son
Yeah,
Alley. I
yeah.
also made it that Sonic and Sally did date in my AU, but it didn't work out. And we all know my version of Sonic's married to his version of Shadow and whatnot.
So you know how Metal Sonic used to have a voice or something, right?
Yeah, but I made my Metal Sonic mute.
Hmm. I decided to bring back Metal Sonic's voice. He's at, because my Sonic AU takes place like around 6 to 12 years after the events of Sonic Heroes as a sort of a what if scenario, you know?
All right.
It's like a what if Metal Sonic still had his voice he's after his defeat in Sonic Heroes?
Hmm. That is pretty interesting.
Hmm. And I decided to base my version of Mecha Sonic off of the Super Mario Bros. Z version, you know?
Hmm.
And I made Silver Sonic mute.
Oh. Silver Sonic. Wait, what?
Anyway, Gigi, you
Yeah.
remember Fleurd the Fairy?
Yeah, I remember her.
Well, I decided to like redesign her a little bit, you know,
Oh, understandable.
to fit more with the artist kind of.
It's understandable.
And yes, I'm deciding to give her little elf ears because I think they're it's just cute, okay?
I mean, elf ears are kind of cute. Yeah, no, not gonna lie.
Speaking of, I'm just going to give Pixie Yui a quick shout out for for, for gifting me Elsia the Cedrian, aka my Sona if I was a Cedrian. My Sona if she were a Cedrian. So yeah, shout out to her really quickly.
Okay, what's your question, Promon or whatever? Let's see. Uh, have you ever? I think you're missing a few words there. Have you ever about what happened to
Uh,
movie Sonic
have
vs.
you
Shadow?
ever heard about what happened to movie Sonic vs. Shadow? I don't think I'm aware.
I think they're
I
talking
think.
about some fan animation that I think it was
Uh,
made by the same people who made Project Shadow. Ever seen it?
I don't. I'm not aware, honestly. I'm sorry. I
I think
mean,
I've
I
seen it.
do. I know that this is supposed to be an art Q&A, but it seems like we're all getting a little
Yeah,
sidetracked here.
yeah. I just said it earlier in the stream, even not to change the subject, please.
Well, do forgive me if I'm like basically sidetracking all of this.
No, no, it's not your fault. These things tend to happen.
Oh.
Sadio's not dead. In the end, in the second half of the end credit scenes, we
No,
see him and
Shadow ain't dead. He's the
I mean,
ultimate
we don't
life
fully
form.
see him, but we
Hello?
did see his shoe and him grabbing his inhibitor ring. Like, dude, Shadow's the ultimate life form, like
Hello?
he's
Yes. Thank
and
you.
you and look, okay, maybe okay, you know, I just remembered something that's unrelated. Related. Can I say it?
Sure, if you want
Okay,
to.
okay. Have you ever seen the Rugrats?
I think so, but I'm not entirely sure. Why'd
In
you
it,
ask?
like I found out that one of the characters, the baby characters, Tommy, it turns out Tommy was a premature baby. Yeah.
You was telling me that Tommy's a little deformed? Had Down
Like he
syndrome?
was born prematurely, but he mentions he remembers being in this thing, and then he and grabbing his mom's hand helped him feel better, showing he was born to be a fighter. Like, I could understand. I could kind of understand that, considering I was also born prematurely. Now,
Hmm.
not in case any of you didn't know, I was born prematurely. Kept in the
Oh,
whole incubator thing for like a week.
I don't remember my baby years. I'm sorry.
Nobody remembers their baby years. Like the only like I only know about it because my parents told me.
Hmm. Oh, I see we have a friendly murder drone. It just took me a long while to just realize that we have like a murder drone in the chat. A very friendly one, exactly.
Yeah, N. I love N. He's like one of my
Me too.
favorite
He's
characters
the
voiced by
he's a
Michael
wholesome
Kovac.
he's a wholesome drone. I'm
Yeah, he's
sorry.
so wholesome. Yeah, he's hard to believe he's a murderer.
Yeah.
Like, how could someone that nice be a murderer?
Exactly.
But then again, it's always the ones who seem the most unlikely to murder.
I do not blame you at all.
Like,
I'm sorry.
it's always unexpected. Like, because who would expect someone unnice to commit murder? Like, you used to have
My thoughts
bloodlust or something like
exactly.
that. Like, it's always and also people would assume someone who looks sketchy to be sketchy, but in reality they could just be a normal person.
Hmm. To be so
Like,
nice and not snap is just wow. I'm impressed. Hmm.
yeah.
Chaos says, not gonna lie, I haven't been in a good mood for a bit, kinda. So I'm kinda low on patience. So if I just randomly snap out at someone, my bad. Oh, I can argue that Chaos is a little cranky for the time being. So,
Would assume so.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I can't stand as a Sonato shipper? Like,
What is it?
some people who make, well, for starters, some people who make these weird AUs with like one time I was on Twitter and I saw someone made an AU where Sonic as was well he was Nicky in from that thing like, you know who Nicky is, right?
I don't think
Elsie?
so. I don't think I don't
And
I don't know who
basically
Nikki
Sonic,
is.
but different hair, has this a red sweater with N glasses, whatnot, and
Oh.
and he's like a teenager. But nothing wrong with that. But what's wrong with that is Shadow is an adult and dating his mom,
Ooh.
and
Brother.
and and, and Nikki slash
Ooh.
Sonic's like dirt,
Ooh.
really obsessed with him unhealthily.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
so weird.
Gross.
Yeah, and he's and what you know what's worse? What's worse? There's some
What's
people who take Shad Amy arts and and they draw on it and make it turn Amy into Sonic, replace Amy with Sonic. Like, they do this with a lot of Sonic Amy artworks, Shad
I
Amy
hate
artworks.
that as
You
a
know how, like,
Sun
how
Amy
people
shipper.
used to replace, like, like how people would replace Ellie with Amy in those Archie comics.
Oh, that's nasty work. I'm sorry. That's nasty work.
No, people are just weird. They're weird and they're uncreative. Like
Ugh. Mm-mm-mm.
like
Mm-mm-mm.
like seriously, I don't. God,
Hmm. You know, it's about
free
time I. So, you want to hear a little story? You want to hear chapter 2, Act 6, part 2 of like my Wattpad series to
story.
get our minds off of it? The reason I ask is because I just want like everyone to
This
clear
thing
their
on.
heads to like, distract them with a little something.
LC, you still there?
Yep, still there.
Hello.
Yep, still
You were
here.
quiet there for a second.
Yeah, sorry.
I,
I don't know what's going on.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it gets any more awkward, I'm gonna have to put on some music. Non-copyright, of course.
Obviously. After a successful rescue effort, Ebony trembled with fear and relief as she found solace in Tiam's firm yet gentle embrace. The weight of her terrifying ordeal slowly began to lift, and she couldn't help but feel grateful for the incredible friends who had come to her rescue. It dawned on her that she was not just fortunate, but also on the brink of discovering something more profound with him. Perhaps even a budding romance. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But what had become of Eggman and his henchmen, those who had threatened her? Well, let's say that they received a well deserved defeat that would leave them nursing their wounds for weeks to come. As Ebony's friends, Signet, Genevieve, and Edurne, gathered around her, they formed a protective circle, gently steering her away from the chaos and focusing on calming her racing heart. Pyre, noticing her shivering form, wrapped her in a warm embrace, like a cozy blanket shielding her from the bitter cold chill. His instinct to offer warmth and comfort spoke volumes. He knew she needed it now more than ever. Together, they enveloped her in a soothing atmosphere, helping her find tranquility amidst the storm. Tiam, however, took it upon himself to alert the host of the masquerade about the unfolding situation. Fortunately, they were ready for anything, swiftly ushering the guests from the enchanting outdoor venue into the lavish ballroom, allowing the celebrations to continue without missing a beat. Meanwhile, he dedicated himself to soothing his maxed jewel, making every effort to ensure her comfort amidst the swirling hysteria of the current moment. As Ebony finally took a deep breath and settled her racing thoughts, an unsettling question tugged her mind. Where is everyone? Are they okay? She asked, concern tinting her voice, and Tian turned to her with reassuring eyes. All attendees are safe and enjoying their time in the ballroom, participating in a pleasant evening of dancing the night away, he replied honestly. A wave of relief washed over her, and she let out a breath that smelled faintly of fresh strawberries. Suddenly, a playful spark flickered in Tiam's gaze as he extended his hand toward her, a charming smile spreading across his maxed face. That reminds me, may I have the honor of this dance with you, milady? He asked him, inviting her. He asked, inviting her to a moment filled with unwavering promise. This made Ebony
Yes.
feel a flutter of surprise when her friends began urging her to accept his offer, and before she fully realized it, she found herself taking his hand. Of course, she murmured, a warm blush creeping across her cheeks. The moment was intimate, and as they swayed together, lost in each other's embrace, the world around them faded away, leaving just the two of them dancing under a canopy of stars. Signet's eyes sparkled with wonder as she asked, "So this is what makes life divine, huh?" A radiant smile
Mm.
adorned her face, tears of joy growing as she spoke. Edurn, Genevieve, and Pyre exchanged knowing glances, each nodding in heartfelt agreement. This moment was pure magic, the sweetest testament to Ebony's journey, and the most heartwarming highlight of their quest to help her become a guardian in the Sonic multiverse, no less. Before we continue, I just want to check in and see how they how how'd you like it so far?
That's all right.
How's the Chad? How's the story so far? I just want to know.
It was decent. Okay, give me a minute. Ugh, the Wi-Fi is kind of lagging on my end.
Oh,
Uh,
pity.
who's your favorite characters to draw? That depends on how I feel. Like I mostly like drawing like some Sonic characters. Now and then I would draw other characters or like from My Little Pony or just like some OCs or whatnot. My favorite OCs to draw are Lavender, Lola, of course Sky. Yeah. Mm.
Oh, gotcha boys here. Hi.
I got you,
Anyway,
boy.
shall I continue the story?
Go ahead. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Meanwhile, with TM and Ebony. TM and Ebony twirled gracefully together in a stunning garden where the air was fragrant with the sweet scent of eglantine roses and vibrant poppy flowers. Lost in each other's arms, they moved effortlessly to the rhythm of the silent waltz, their laughter blending with the gentle rustle of leaves. Eventually, they found their way to a picturesque bench where they could sit and bask in the warmth of their connection. Unbeknownst to them, Edurn, Gigi, and Pyre were lurking in the shadows, watching this enchanting scene unfold with a mix of curiosity and intrigue. After nearly 2 blissful hours filled with sweet whispers and shared glances, Tiam felt the weight of a crucial conversation pressing on his core. He knew that there were two essential matters he needed to bring to light, each brimming with significance. As he gently clasped her hand, he inhaled deeply, a mix of excitement and nervousness coursing through him. "Hey, Ebony," he began, his voice low and conspirational. "Would it be acceptable for me to share a confidential matter with you?" Curiosity danced in her eyes and she nodded, a fire of intrigue igniting within her. She vowed to keep his trust in that moment, no matter who might come asking. He hesitated, a playful grin tugging at the corners of his mask. "I know this might sound a bit strange," he continued, "but I adopted the name Tuxedo Man, or simply TM for brevity, to maintain a respectful approach and minimize any potential surprise, regardless of your current form or context. Ebony raised an eyebrow, a mix of surprise and admiration washing over her. That's thoughtful of you, she sweetly replied with a soft smile, her heart warming at his candidness. Their connection deepened in ways she hadn't anticipated, and she couldn't help but feel drawn to the mystery surrounding him. I had planned to wait for the ideal moment to immerse yourself in your captivating gaze fully, he began, his tone a mixture of sincerity and longing. But I realize now that you may not yet be fully acquainted with the real me, have you? His question hung in the air, and she shook her head in response to his sincere query. No. How come? She inquired, her curiosity piqued. With deliberate slowness, he reached up to remove his mask, and what she saw left her breathless. He wasn't just any man, he was a badnik, but unlike any she had ever encountered. His cobalt blue exterior shimmered like the depths of a vast ocean, catching the light in mesmerizing waves. Yet the tip of his mechanical quills truly entranced her. They gleamed with a silver hue, hinting at secrets waiting to be uncovered. At that moment, it became clear to her. Beneath this striking facade lay a wealth of mysteries far beyond what her eyes could comprehend. Wait, you're a badnik all this time? Ebony asked, her voice thick with disbelief and her eyes wide with confusion. He nodded, a nervous anticipation bubbling within him. Yeah, it's true. From the moment you moved in, I felt this overwhelming sense of adoration that I'd never experienced before. But I didn't want to scare you off, so I maxed my true self as Tuxedo Man all this time. Meanwhile, from across the garden, Gigi, temporarily known as Genevieve, was equally taken aback, though her thoughts remained unvoiced. Litz Blazer, or Pyre as some guests knew him, stood there in stunned silence, marveling at how he managed to catch her off guard. Meanwhile, Eliza, or Edurn, was left speechless, her hands pressed over her mouth in shock as the revelation sank in. The atmosphere crackled with tension and curiosity, each grappling with the unexpected truth. If TM is your pen name, then. Wait, what? Ebony stammered, her heart pounding as the implications of his words washed over her like a tidal wave. She instinctively scooted back, her mind racing to process the stunning revelation. Yet, as the pieces began to fall into place, everything clicked into focus. It struck her like a bolt of lightning. All those moments where he'd been tender and kind, the love letters filled with passion, and the intimate moments they shared, they were all breadcrumbs leading to this very truth. The enigmatic tuxedo man was none other than Metallic's Robotnik? What? Okay, I'm just gonna pause there and just check
You
in a
know,
little bit.
I want to know something.
Mm-hmm.
There was this animated channel I used to watch before her, but I don't watch it anymore because it's cringe. Like it's called Share My Story. I don't think most of the I, I don't think any of those stories are actually real, but they are very cringe because all of them seem
Yeah.
like they came from a really bad WAP pad at fanfic. Like, yeesh.
Child,
Like,
no,
have
at
you
least
wait? You've
that
seen
was
those videos?
not that I know of, but I
You don't want to
vividly
watch
remember.
them. They're weird. They're super weird.
Out of It's like they took it out of context. Goodness.
It's they're so weird. Like, God.
Oh, I don't blame you, Chaos. It takes a lot of time. Trust me. As a writer, I know. Also, are those the fanfics with the
It
harems or
depends. It
something?
depends. Like, I mean, not all of them. Like, I mean, not
Not
all. Like, the main character of each story is a different gender each time, but still, they're kind of like. I mean, some aren't so bad, but others are kind of ugh.
child. I do
Like,
not blame you.
they have a
I do not blame you.
they have a few of those stories that aren't too bad, but some are kind of cringe worthy.
I do not blame you. I do not blame you.
Like cringe. Like some of them has like weird stuff in it, like what and there was this one story where this guy he has an affair with his stepmom and he got her pregnant. Yeah, I'm not
Also,
joking. He guy was a teenager. He was having an affair with his stepmom and he got her pregnant.
what?
Yes.
That's messed up. I'm
It
sorry.
is messed up. Then there was this other story where this guy marries this really old rich lady who was a widow. Like, yeesh, yeesh. And
Child.
then there was this other one where this gets pregnant by her stepdad as revenge for her mom sleeping with her boyfriend. Ugh, yeesh.
Child, I did not see those. Good thing I did not see those kinds of
Yeah,
videos.
yeah.
Ugh.
They are so weird. Eh,
That's
yeesh. Although
sweet
there are
home
a few that
Alabama.
are a few are not so bad. There was this one where this girl a girl this girl had was having a relationship with her boyfriend, although her his ex childhood he like this girl who was just trying to like this one. It wasn't so bad because was still kind of crazy. Like this girl had a boyfriend, and apparently his ex girlfriend was this girl, his childhood sweetheart who he used to have on and off relationship with, and he couldn't take the hints that it was kind of crazy about that one. Then there's this guy who had a dad who said he was abducted by aliens or whatnot. Like,
Very
and
odd,
then there's
I'll
this
say.
girl, and then there's this girl who has this dad who done crazy stuff, like sell their house, does
What?
every criminal activity stuff, uh, assaults a woman and gets put in jail, but it turns out he had a brain tumor. Yeesh.
Oh, my lord.
And there's this horrible one. Like there's this guy
This one's gonna.
who's in a unhappy marriage with his wife, and then and like he divorced her because he and then called her a
Chad,
fat
and I do
Grinch. He
not
called
blame
her
you.
his wife a fat Grinch, and then dumped her for a younger or prettier woman. And but later he gets bored with her and then gets hit by a car. Unfortunately, he survives Eves, and his wife is there with him for some reason. Because for some reason she still cared about him, even though as a jerk. Like
Y'all smell that? Smells like that would be the
BS.
perfect description to one of my Sonic OCs, Hunter.
Is that so?
Yeah.
let's see.
If you want to compare Hunter Elliot the Darkling to Judge Claude Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, you can.
There's other more stories in there. Like there's this girl who has a crazy younger brother, or who's pretty a psychopath, and he killed her dog and ate him.
That's very weird.
Yeah,
Anyways.
not only that, he has these very creepy True of him doing like torturing in people like his sister and parents like jeez, really insane. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's this other video where this girl gets a new stepdad and stepbrother, or like her stepbrother has autism, but he's a total creep, and but his father and mom are like saying he has a disability. You have to respect him, but you shouldn't really. But as an autistic person myself, you should not use your disability as an excuse to do things.
Autistic
Like
person as well. Uh, yeah, what Gigi said is true. Do not use your disabilities as an excuse to get away with shit. Otherwise, you'll be a,
like like
an absolute jerk.
like there. I mean, there's some people who even use their A's as an excuse. Like some people who use a certain thing about themselves as an excuse to do something bad. Like, don't do that.
No bueno.
And like, there's a lot of other stories I can think of as well. Like, jeez,
Mm.
it's like this girl. Like gets pregnant by her teacher who was married. Like, jeez, ugh. Like seriously, the stories just get worse and weirder.
Mm.
Like how this teenager had like a quadruplets, and then guy, his girlfriend to of let's see, quintuplets, and then end up having sextuplets.
Oh, good God. Oh, good guy.
It just gets it gets worse than that. Luckily, they haven't. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Shit.
Also, I'm just gonna say this
Mm,
because, just so that no one's like
okay.
confused.
They haven't uploaded in like 6 months. Like,
Hmm.
although sometimes they re-upload old stuff and delete other stuff. And there's this other one where this girl gets stuff thrown on her face,
Mm.
and because this girl was jealous of her how pretty she was. And then there's this 18-year-old girl who has 10 kids.
Okay, that's a lot of kids. I'm sorry. What is that?
And let's see, and it. And 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 there. Hold on, give me a minute. I need. Give me a minute. I on. All done.
It's okay.
Hold.
I don't blame you.
All done. All done. I got. Look. I just got a lot to say about this. Like that. Like so, you guys can avoid what. Oh, and there's this woman. She had a baby at a young age, but the father didn't even want to help out with that. And her daughter has autism, and so it was really hard for her to take care of it and make money. So she became a sugar baby. Yeah, you heard me. A sugar baby.
I am speechless.
Yeah.
Anyways, as I was saying, just so that was,
And then
no
there's
one's,
the girl who.
he didn't let me finish. Anyways, before I continue, I just want to say that, and the Metallics portrayed in in my series is not actually Metallic's. It's actually a spirit of love inhabiting in him. I know it's confusing, but it's for a reason. Anyways, continue. Now,
All
where
right.
was
Then there's
I?
this other story where this girl. Oh wait, you okay? You're still talking, right? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm like basically cutting you off.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's not like this is my stream. Oh wait, it is.
Oh. The reason I'm like basically reading my story is because I just want everyone like basically I just want to like distract y'all from like all the mess.
Understandable.
Now, where was I?
There are a lot of other
Oh
stories
yeah.
I like to mention.
Oh yeah, I remember. Are you? She began, her cheeks blooming with like a vibrant flamingo as she awaited his response. Yeah, he replied, a warm smile lighting upon his face. It's nice to finally get to know the emerald I'm about to take good care of. Confusion initially flickered in her eyes, since she was a spinel by soul, but that quickly faded when he gently pulled her closer. At that moment, he pressed his non existent lips to hers, delivering one of the most delightful first kisses she had ever known. She couldn't believe it! Here was Metallics, a notorious badnik, sweeping her off her feet. But as the surprise wore off, she found
But
herself surrendering to the kiss, reciprocating with sweetness and humming softly as their connection deepened. It was an enchanting moment, one she would never forget. As they drew apart, her cheeks flushed a vibrant pink, more pink than the Pink Panther himself. She was breathless, her heart racing with a thrill that was impossible to ignore. Ebony Seraphina Bridges, he started, his voice laced with uncertainty as he gathered the courage to share his feelings. I see you as more than just an acquainted friend. I want to sweep your heart off its feet and fill your life with excitement and adventure. You've not only swept my heart off its feet already, you've stolen it entirely, she confessed, her voice a mix of excitement and shyness. A deep blush crept across her cheeks as she glanced away, attempting to mask her fluster with a playful quip. I guess you really crushed my composure with that sweet little kiss of yours, huh? He chuckled, the warmth of her embarrassment contagious yet endearing. You're lucky you're adorable, he teased, a spark of mischief in his eyes. Otherwise, that pun would have landed you in the punishment corner. But tis. Without missing a beat, they leaned into each other again, sharing a kiss that ignited a fire between them. This one deeper, more passionate, and filled with promise. For Celeste, known in the glow of the masquerade as Signet, this wasn't just a fleeting moment. It was a snapshot of something extraordinary. Unable to resist, she reached for her camera, eager to capture the magic of this unforgettable scene. Yeah, that's what I got for now. Oh, hi Sonia.
Once again, you almost put me to sleep.
well,
Sorry. I guess I must be a really good narrator, huh?
Yeah, you're a more good narrator than my mom.
You are definitely a great narrator.
Oh,
I should ask you to narrate some stuff sometimes.
oh, oh,
That's what you
shucks.
should be when you reach your 30s, a narrator.
30s? Eesh. Uh,
The only
I
thing
try
I
to
got
I
was
try to
working at Walmart.
replicate the narrator in Thomas the Tank Engine, but yeah, that's how I
question.
do
How
it.
often you watch a cartoon and you recognize the voice as Tom Kenny?
Huh?
Like, sure, Tom Kenny can change his voice a bit, but it still has a little bit of something that you can recognize as Tom Kenny.
Huh?
Like, you know who Tom Kenny is, right?
No.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm not entirely
The voice
sure.
of SpongeBob.
Oh,
I haven't watched
okay.
SpongeBob in
Now I
like
get it.
years. I only watched SpongeBob when I was like 9.
SpongeBob is for everybody.
Well, I stopped
It's
watching
for
it
all
because
ages.
I became emo at time.
Oof.
But then for some reason I stopped being
You,
emo.
hey,
Personalities.
I mean, there's some people who make these pictures of SpongeBob looking emo, so like,
Yeah.
Also, tomorrow's going to be the 1 year anniversary of the day that I finally had like a community or post tab. You know,
Yeah.
it's been almost
oh,
a year. Holy!
Damn.
holy cow.
And tomorrow is
Hmm.
Father's Day as well, aka the day that my Sona really despises.
Okay, yeah.
That man. That stinky poopy head that Flora once said. I think we met.
Wiseman, the bloody wicked.
How you guys feel about Father's Day anyway?
But
Oh, seems like we have ourselves a question. Why do you draw?
Drew my whole
What
life
inspires you to?
since I remember, because I love it. Like, geez, it's simple as that. I loved it since childhood.
Gigi, you're my friend now. We're having some
Nothing
tacos.
inspired me to do it. I just do it because I love it.
Gigi, you're my friend now. We're having some tacos later.
Soft tacos.
Yeah.
I don't
think they're
like soft
referencing like
tacos.
I think Sonia's like referencing a Vine.
Yeah. I'm referencing a Vine.
Vine?
Yes.
I thought they're pronounced vibes.
Vine. Yeah.
I
Who
just
knows?
I officially do dislike Father's Day because let me just say it. My father isn't around.
Vibe.
Whoa there.
So instead, I'm celebrating Mother's Day instead of Father's Day. Like because my mother is always around, unlike some man who barely is around.
Do you want to know the reason why my Sona doesn't celebrate Father's Day?
Why?
It's because of Wiseman. Wiseman the Wicked.
Boo!
Yeah.
I will draw a stick person and call it Wise Man and burn it.
Chad, I do not blame you.
Bro,
And by the way,
I
Wiseman's the god of nightmare.
I remember in the Paradise Blaze stream when Flora called Wise Man a poopy head. That was the funniest thing I've ever said as Flora.
I don't remember that.
I remember that because I have a
I
very
remember.
Oh, so you're like an elephant, okay.
Well, I'm more of an owl, according to VTV, but you get what I mean.
And according to my aunt, I'm just a lazy ass cat.
Yeah, I should probably be a good I'd be a good narrator. I'm sorry.
And you're a great writer as well. Better than me. I suck at writing.
I do not blame you.
Uh,
Also, thank you so much, and the drone for the subscribe.
And it's sad.
Aw,
We must
well,
give
thank
N a
you,
hug.
thank
No,
you,
Someone
and
hug this boy.
for
Hug this
subscribing,
boy.
N needs a hug.
You
giving
need
and virtual
the
hug.
hugs, all the love and happiness in the world.
Let's give End a big group hug because he
Yeah.
deserves it.
Come here and hug
Yeah, come here,
me.
N.
Bring it in. Huh? I'll give him a minute.
Hey, Elsie.
Mhm.
Did you know that if you put a water bottle on a water bottle, it is called triple bottles? And I just said
I
something
am speechless.
yeah, I said something that didn't make sense, but it was probably
But at
gonna
the same time,
Time. My
it makes
stepmom
no
was.
sense. But at the same time, it does. What kind of
Gotcha
paradox is that?
Boy. By the way, Gotcha Boy's in the comments.
It's the least I can. It's the least we can do. And
Bro, I
also,
remember.
I
I
want to
remember what
thank you for being my newest little starlight.
Gotcha Boy. I have not watched the new Lilo and Stitch movie.
Neither have
My
I.
opinion, it was alright, but there are a few things that I dislike in there. Like for one thing, you know how what Pleakley was iconic for?
I guess so. Yeah.
You know how he used to cross dress? He doesn't
Oh
in this
yeah.
remake. And they didn't put Gantu in it, and they did not give.
What a
So they made
shame.
they made Ijumba the main villain of it all. And what you know what's the worst part? He
What?
doesn't have the accents. He doesn't have the
Now he's a
accent anymore.
fat.
He doesn't have the like. Wait, what kind of accent does Jumba have again? Is it like a Russian, German?
I think Russian, because I haven't
Like
watched Lilo and Stitch in a while.
yes, Russian. It's Russian. Like yeah, okay. He sounds nothing like that. Like when I hear that guy's voice, I do not hear Jumba. I just hear some guy that I don't know. Like seriously, that ain't Jumba. That ain't Jumba Jukiba.
The only thing I liked in
That's
the
not
trailer was
Jumba.
the
That's
only thing I liked in
Jenga.
the only thing I liked in the trailer was Stitch because he
Yeah,
looked a bit.
everyone likes Stitch.
Yes.
If I hear
And also,
Jumba's voice,
you
I'm
guys
just
want
gonna
to know
say
something
that's not
surprising?
Jumba.
The
That's
person who
Jenga.
played. Listen to me. Okay, sorry.
That's
Anyways, the
okay.
person who plays the social worker in the movie is a female this time, but guess what? The person who plays is the the social worker was the original voice of Nani.
Nani?
Nani?
Nani, like Lilo's sister.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Child. Honestly, I did not see you there, Sonia, while I was reading. But yeah,
Hey,
not
y'all
much, but
know something?
What is it?
So you know Dawn, right?
I
The character
think
I
so.
played on the GG's Pride Month stream.
GG's 5. I do not remember the title of the stream. Yeah.
Let me screenshot it. Oh wait, no, I can't. Never mind. It's the
Because
Happy First Day of Pride Month stream.
oh, I remember.
Dawn.
I think I remember now.
Yeah. You want to know how many siblings Dawn has?
What?
She has 33 siblings.
33.
Oh,
Yeah.
good God.
Yeah, Dawn has a lot of siblings.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And she's the third oldest. Out of her brother and sister, Matthew and Maria.
Maria?
Yep, that's her 14-year-old sister's name, Maria.
Oh, wow.
My friend created Matthew, and I created the other 33 kids. But my other friend, Steph, created Connor, who is blind and deaf.
Also, I'm just going to say this right now. On June 16th, I'm going to be on the beach for, I think it's like beach day for me and my family. So, yeah. Because it's been a long time since I last went to the beach.
I never went to the beach.
Oh.
The only thing I have in my backyard is a damn
I
pool.
hate the. Well, what's things and the sand gets all over me. And let's
Yeah.
not forget the sun is way
Oh.
too hot.
It's not really like a good time to stream now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm starting to think that today's not really a good time to stream given how bad the Wi-Fi is in your end, Gigi.
Yeah, I should probably end it here, right?
If you want to, sure.
Yeah, if you want to.
You
Well,
stay tuned for next week's streams, guys.
Yeah,
alright.
wait for the.
Like we can
It's
talk
been
about
fun while
whatever
it
in that
lasted.
stream.
And
Yeah,
until the next stream, sayonara!
Sayonara, Gigi.
Sayonara, everyone. Sayonara.